Hey, Snowfall. I will be watching that.
Power 2 coming out in March.
I won't get behind on Snowfall.
And then what else? What I want to watch? Your Honor. You watch Your Honor on
Mm.
Showtime. That come out I think next week. Season 2.
What you got for us, Deuce?
I was trying to look up some of these comments. And we are here for you.
You.
You looking for one of the hottest podcasts out right now?
Sizzling.
Still underground. We monetized, but we still underground. They trying to hold us back. They trying to hold us back, but we won't be held back here, okay? We got Punk in it. Hold on. My fault. I'm getting ahead of myself. Save it for the booth, baby. Let's go. And we are here. Got Punk in the building. What's good?
What's up, everybody?
We got Vee Chat in the building. What's good?
Hey.
We got Deuce in the building. We got a real intimate
It's my
pod
motherfucking
today.
producer, y'all.
Hey, let's go.
Vee Chat, how you feeling?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Feeling a little better. It was a rough day today.
Rough day.
Yeah.
What's good? You want to talk about it, man?
My ass just got too lit last night. I ain't eat enough. Shit. Not that I remember, but apparently. Eating salad and shit. That's why. But today was rough.
The salad did you in? It don't hold that
It
liquor
don't hold
like
nothing.
it don't hold liquor like
Still
some
made it
good
to work.
old.
You know, did what I needed to do.
I
So
heard that.
I done ate now, so now we here. And I'm on y'all ass about all the bullshit.
Oh.
So what you got for us, dude?
I wanted to holler at the YouTube commenters. You know, they always show love. Tony Rando, we always mess with you. We gonna shout you out. We got somebody else that's been commenting every week. I'm about to butcher your name, but don't be mad at me. Christian Edine. We're gonna say Edine. And on me. KT, he stitches every video we do. He stitches it and makes a video. So shout out to you too. And let's get to it. Let's get to it. All right. Did you? What you want to go over first? We got some topics today.
It don't even matter.
All right. How do you feel about the clip of Fresher and
his wife?
Yeah, his fiance. Are they married?
His fiance.
His fiance. So let me intro it.
Cutter.
So we got Fresher and Gene Corino. They're both were on Love and Hip Hop New York. Fresher is a rapper. Gene is a social media influencer. And she says she wanted a wedding that cost $250,000 or
yeah,
$250,000 wedding. So, and then let me quote it here. I'm not a city hall B. You can fill in the B yourself. I'm trying to get some monetization money here. Anything anything wrong with getting married at City Hall, y'all?
Nah, I don't think so.
I wish I had got married at City Hall. But you're spending all the money for others because you really don't get to enjoy the wedding because you're so busy taking pictures, like greeting guests, taking pictures with them, so you really don't get to enjoy it. So you're really spending all this money for a party for everybody else. So that is one of my regrets, having a big wedding.
Punk. $250K wedding. What's going on? Would you do it?
Hell no.
Even if you had it 10 times over?
No. Hell no.
I agree. It's a waste of money.
And if I tell you we not spending that, I ain't saying you got to go to City Hall, but if I tell you we not spending 250,000, I'd rather invest that to make sure the family's straight. And your response to me is I'm broke. We don't need to be together, cause clearly our priorities ain't aligning.
This is very, very true. But just playing devil's advocate, what if he promised her that dream wedding?
That he ain't sound like he promised. If
No,
he,
I'm
if
just
he,
saying, just playing
if I
devil's
promise,
advocate.
if I promise you something, that's why I don't make promises. But if I did promise you something, I'm gonna make good on my promise.
Okay.
If I promised you that.
Okay.
Vee Chat, can you have the dream wedding without it costing 250,000?
Me and my budget, yeah. I don't have whatever type of money they have, but I feel like you definitely can have a decent wedding without it being $250,000. Absolutely. Not a dream
I said
wedding.
dream.
Well,
how much? Right? How much does a
depends.
dream wedding
What
cost?
is a dream wedding? It's just-
Whatever that woman's dreams or fantasy was, or whatever she dreamt of coming up, or what she wants
Your
now.
ass was broke coming up. You ain't dreaming no $250,000 fucking
That's true.
wedding.
I guess
Like,
with
cut
some,
it
like,
out.
I had, so people cut corners. Like my wedding, I spent a lot of money on flowers because I didn't want fake flowers. I wanted real flowers. And what did they do? They went in the trash. It was a waste. That's what I'm saying. So like, it's just like the cost of everything. It's just like to have it look the way you want it to look. I still think $250,000 is an absurd amount of money to spend on a wedding. Period.
More than absurd, but you know, I ain't knocking nobody that spend it. If you got millions of dollars and shit, and you don't care about spending it, do your shit. But I don't care how much money I had. I ain't spending $250,000 on a wedding.
Anything wrong with a
Unless
city
you
hall?
promised it.
Anything wrong with a city hall?
Ain't nothing at all wrong.
Are
with
you
the
a city hall type of B?
Me?
No, just speaking in general. I'm talking to Buck to make it funny, but
Look, you see me look at her. I'm like,
When I was planning my wedding, I was like, no, I want my day. But in retrospect, looking back, City Hall would have been fine.
why is it not your day because you went to City Hall?
Well, I'm saying like I wanted the dress, I wanted the flowers, I wanted the camp, I wanted all of that. You know what I'm saying? All the things I dreamed of when I was little.
Yeah.
I had my dream, man. Why can't I have my dream day?
Do y'all dream on how to treat your man after the
Here
wedding?
you go. We're talking about the wedding, so we're not talking about the husband. We're talking about the wedding right now.
The husband
talk
is
about
the
the
reason
wedding.
for the fucking wedding,
We're
and
gonna
don't
talk
nobody
about that
care
later.
about
We're
that.
talking specifically right now about
You right. Let
the
me stay
wedding
on
day.
subject.
the wedding day. I'm not with your bullshit right now, okay?
oh man,
Jeez.
Punk, you funny, man.
I'm gonna start all fucking ready. Like,
I just
Do
think,
y'all dream on how to keep a man? Y'all dream about
man,
that?
that's what y'all need to be dreaming about.
well, we
Shit.
got there. Like, we got to the wedding, so obviously,
So
we got
obviously
there.
what?
you doing what you need to do to get the man, because
That's why I said, are you dreaming of how to treat your husband? You got the man and married him, and then start acting different, and shit changed, and then why people get divorced?
We're talking about because things change. Their
Exactly.
alignments change.
People
People
start
change.
acting different.
Maybe there goes.
Are you
change.
dreaming about how to grow with a person? Hell no.
I do every day.
Back to this wedding shit. I ain't spending $250K on no wedding.
No, it's not. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
And if my wife told me that was her dream wedding before we got married, we wouldn't have got
promised
married.
When
I
you
wouldn't have
prom-
never promised it because I'm not paying it. I'm not doing it. I don't care how much money I got. That
What
shit
if you just
over with.
what if there was no number aligned with it? It's just like, babe, I promise you, I'm gonna be able to give you your dream wedding.
I'm not finna tell you that. And if I tell you that, I'm thinking of how much it is. And I'm not spending $250K on no wedding.
Yeah, Nowadays, you really can't have a wedding under like 40K, like that. It's like a decent
You said you
one.
can't.
A decent one? Nah.
Help, my shit was 12 long years ago. So we ain't have to spend no. We ain't spend no money on our wedding.
City Hall, baby.
I ain't go to City Hall.
You know I'm
Did
bitty
it at the
bitty. I'm
church.
talking about me.
They
Bitty
gave us a
bitty City
reception.
Hall type
We
of
wasn't even gonna have a
me.
reception. We just gonna do the ceremony, get married, and we gone.
Did all of that.
We
The
ain't-
wedding, the 2 separate setups, the
Yeah,
flowers,
nah, fuck all that shit.
photo booth.
My homie did
Open
that shit. I
bar.
think he spent like 25,000 on his
Yeah.
wedding.
I think we spent about
Fuck
that
all
much.
that.
But that was including like the rings, the dress, like that included like
Nah,
everything.
that was just the wedding.
Oh no. Ours included like.
I mean, the dress probably was part of that, but nah. What else you got for us, Deuce?
All right, reel it on in. So did you see the thing with Gabrielle Union saying?
Oh yes, sir.
Says she felt entitled to infidelity in her first marriage because she was paying all of the bills. Is it fair for someone to feel entitled to cheat if they're shouldering the financial burden in the relationship?
Wait, that ain't how I want this shit to go. But nah.
Take off. Hey,
Nah,
take
nah,
off
nah.
for where you want to go,
I
Punk.
just
You are
think
the
it's
star of the show.
important that was put out there
What was?
that she felt like she could cheat because she took care of this man
Mm-hmm.
and she paid all the bills. Because you often hear women say stuff like, why do men cheat, or why do they feel like they can do a certain thing because they pay the bills? And it's just real ironic for a woman to feel that same way when she's in that role.
Okay, so so you said a guy can't cheat if he pays all the bills, but then it's ironic.
That's how women feel.
Oh.
Just
that's
because you pay
ironic.
all the bills don't mean you get to do whatever you want to do. Right?
Right.
But she felt differently. But it's just ironic that a woman being in that role felt that way.
Well, she's also the man in her relationship now, so.
I ain't got nothing to do with
So
who wear the
it's just,
pants and who wear the toenail polish. That's between them and them. Got nothing to do with me.
You're an asshole.
What?
I ain't got nothing to do with who wear the toenail polish.
I don't.
I think he wear fingernail polish too. But I don't. Either way, I just feel like it's wrong either way. Like.
So she shouldn't have felt like that.
No. Because you married this man knowing that you were going to be the sole breadwinner, knowing that you were going to be taking care of everything. So if you felt like you
Wasn't he an
wanted-
athlete though? I think he
know
played
who
in
he
NFL.
Yeah, I don't know who dude was either.
Okay.
I didn't know she was married before. But I'm assuming that she took this role on knowing that she was the sole breadwinner and she would be taking care of these things. So if you wanted that entitlement to cheat, then could just stay single.
Stay single. We're here to fix your relationship, but our advice is to stay single.
If you feel like it's okay to cheat, then absolutely.
So you don't think he should have dealt with it since she was paying for everything? She shouldn't have been able to get a little dick on the side.
As long as he could get a little
Penis,
pussy on
I'm
the
sorry.
side. Oh.
Little penis
As
on
long
the
as he could
side.
get a little coochie on the side.
Vagina. It's vagina, man.
Why can't I say coochie? I like coochie.
Is it possible that other factors played a part into the infidelity, and she's just using the bills thing as, you know?
Nah, I think she just felt like the dominant one. Like, I'm the
It could've been other
alpha. I
things,
should be
too.
able to do whatever I want to because I pay all these bills. And if this man decide to leave, oh well. Like,
Ultimately, she probably just wasn't happy with him. She probably didn't like him.
that ain't got nothing to do with money then. If you ain't, I don't
I'm saying,
see
feel
why
like-
a person would.
I feel like it could have been multiple factors as to why,
Nah.
but maybe that was just the big one because
Nah, I think that was her reason. Cause you always hear people, oh, we were going through it and all of this, and I slipped up and cheated, or I had a moment and we was going through tough times. She ain't say shit about no tough times. She felt like she should be able to cheat because she paid the bill. That mean when they first got together, she felt like Shit, I'm paying for everything. She should have just told him that.
Right, so she was probably cheating before they got married.
Exactly. So it ain't had
So
nothing to
why
do
get
with her
married?
not being
Yeah.
happy. She just felt
Well,
like
okay,
I pay everything, so I'm gonna do what I want to.
This is all speculation.
True.
You are just speculating.
I'm just
on the
curious
podcast.
if that's like a trait and or if that's a perk of being a sole provider. Should that be a perk? Of
No.
being a sole provider?
No.
Okay.
You think it should, Punk?
Nah, but you know,
Sound like
it's just ironic
what you
that
saying it may sound a little different. Like you feel like because you pay all the bills, because the
Nah,
person
yeah,
whoever
nah.
pays all the bills
should be
should be able to
cheat.
do what they want to do.
Nah, I don't think that. I don't feel like that. I too feel like
I too
feel like you should just not get married if that's what you want. But,
I
you know.
too agree.
In the best scenarios, you're just single and lonely.
Stay single. Don't do it.
Shit.
I just can't create a scenario where you make it okay for your spouse to cheat because they pay all the bills. We don't live in that type of society, and it wouldn't be accepted by women.
True. Well,
And I say women because y'all look for somebody to provide for y'all. So essentially, the man would be the provider. And I see women like, oh, I want that old school love, or I wouldn't mind being a housewife. But are you willing to deal with your man being able to cheat? Like, nah. So it'll never be okay. Society will never look at it like it's okay, because women will never be okay with it.
I too agree with you. I just think it's bullshit.
This is
If you're gonna cheat, be in a poly relationship. If you want more than one partner, be in a poly relationship or have an open marriage. That way, it's not cheating. Everything's out on the table. It is what it is.
I don't think it's a lot of men that just want to be in a poly relationship with another dude involved. I could be wrong, but I just don't think. I'm saying in her case, her husband would have to be okay with having another dude in the bed, and I'm assuming he wasn't okay with that since he married a woman. But people getting weird these days, so let me not say that. I don't know. You right. It's not.
Yeah, why is it weird?
It's not weird.
Inclusivity, is that the word?
We are just trying to figure shit out.
Yeah, I mean, it's not weird. It's just not for me. But I guess people may be comfortable with that.
I too agree. 2 men in the bed. It's not.
Ain't for me.
Not a thing.
Nah. We can't even run no train that way. Somebody got to be standing up, bro.
He had to take it there. We were having some healthy moments, and he had to take it there. No, I'm just joking.
I'm confused now. But
what?
what do you mean you couldn't run a train? Because if it's 2 guys and 1 girl, that's technically running the train, right?
He said,
not in the bed. We're not getting in the bed doing that.
He said
somebody got to be one of us standing up outside the bed. My boy.
And then Vee Chat gonna go with the breakdown analysis of it.
I'm sorry.
You wanted the breakdown of it, huh?
We're not all laying in the bed rendezvousing. Like, nah, that's not happening. Nah, not happening. You need to be on the other side of the over there somewhere.
I guess.
Who sent me the video of the father that got put on child support?
I think I did that. I sent that. Yeah, I did.
You said what you said it in the group chat?
Yeah.
Hold on.
You said the father got put on child support?
Yeah, oh, here we go. Okay, I just want to play this real quick.
Oh. Yeah.
Hi, Daddy. Talk to your mama. Talk to your mama. Don't talk to me. Talk to your mama. Say the reason why your mama wanted no money and she told she wanted child support. And she think I'm gonna continue to do for y'all. Nah, that shit dead. Talk to your mama. Don't call me for nothing. Y'all don't even have to call me no more. Talk to your mama, not me. Deal with your mama. I call your mama and talk to your mama about it. Ask her why she did what she did, and that'll explain why I did what I did. Now, I would not be coming to get y'all no more. Yes, I am home. I'm not coming to get y'all
Okay. So, father berates his son over being put on child support. Says he wants nothing to do with his children. How do parenting dynamics change when a father is put on child support?
Oh, us.
I don't know, but
I feel like it's. I don't know. We've had this conversation before, but I feel like
Hold
child
on.
support,
First, go ahead and react to the video. Go ahead. Let's make this simple.
he's a sorry motherfucker. Period. Point blank. Because maybe I don't know about the financial aspect of it, but I feel like because you were put on child support, that does not mean that you stop being an active participant in your child's life. Now, if you choose not to purchase your children anything else outside of that, then that's on you. But I still feel like the father, mother, whoever's been put on child support should still be an active participant in their life, because that's what the kids don't see the money. You know what I'm saying? The kids want their parent. So I don't feel like the two should have anything to do with each other. I also feel like child support should only be used in situations where the father refuses to be around and refuses to provide. But that's me.
And how does a father being put on child support change the dynamic in the relationship?
With the mother and the child? With the mother and the father?
With the father and the mother and child?
It shouldn't. Because you being there for your child shouldn't have anything to do with monetary support. It shouldn't. It absolutely shouldn't. If you're already an active father, the mother put you on child support for whatever reason, why would you stop physically being in your child's life? I don't understand that aspect, so I don't know.
But you don't think the dynamic should change at all?
No, like I said, as far as him spending time with his children, absolutely not. Now, if he's not wanting to buy them extra clothes or extra shoes on the side or stuff like that, then I'm not sure about that. But as far as like him being an active participant, picking up his children, spending time with his children, being a parent, that absolutely should not change.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Shit is gonna change. Because if I get put on child support, don't call me and ask me for shit.
Right, so he's not saying don't call and asking for shit. He's saying
I don't
want to be around you.
I know that. I'm just answering
he talking about the question
That's
of the
a
changing dynamic. Mm-hmm.
If you've been able to call me and ask for money, and I'm like, all right, here, I got it, and whatever. If you go put me on child support, don't call me and ask me for shit.
Oh yeah, in that aspect, absolutely.
I don't want to hear nothing about my kid need a coat. My kid need boots. My kid need new clothes. I don't want to hear shit because you put me on child support. So this money that they taking out my check, that's what that's for. If you using it to pay bills or something, that's your fault. And you need to let me get custody of the kids because clearly you can't handle them.
And then I guess my only other question would be like, what was the purpose of the child support if he was showing up, if he was taking care of the kids,
which it sounds like he was.
Right, if you like calling and say like, hey, I need $300 for whatever, and he's able to provide that.
Bitter ass people. He bogus as hell though. I ain't never gonna stop.
Yeah, go ahead and react to the video in general.
Stop, messing with my kids because of child support or whatever I go through with they mama. Like that shit's just crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, that dad was bogus. Like, why talk to the kid like that? Why put like the burden on the kid as if the kid did something?
Like it's their fault.
It's their fault. Like, talk to your mama. Go talk to your mom. Like it was clearly like he was sending a message to the mother through the child, and that's bogus. Like, keep that between
But
the parents.
He's also put in a tough ass spot because with the coming to get them, I'm not identifying with that at all. But if your kid used to calling you like, hey daddy, can you buy me XYZ? And you usually get it, and then the mama put you on child support.
Well, I think
it's
In
like,
the video, he wasn't necessarily saying like don't call me for shit. But then he also was just like, I'm not coming to get y'all. Like, I'm not doing this. Like, he's basically removing himself
right.
from
So
his kid's life.
I spoke on the not seeing them part. I'm trying to get to the I ain't doing shit for y'all part. Because in essence, I am doing for y'all when I'm sending child support to your mama. But now you can't just call me and say, "Hey, Daddy, can you buy me whatever?" Because the money I might have had to do that, I'm sending it over there now.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the hit, which is definitely gonna change that dynamic of my kid being able to call me whenever and I got it to give to him.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can understand, like, go talk to your mama.
Been given to you now. Your mom is dispersing it, what she's doing
Right.
with it. I can't speak to that.
Which we have no control over once it go through child support.
But the tone in his voice, he was
pissed.
Yeah.
He was angry black man. That's what he was. He was pissed.
It must have been hidden the way.
Yeah, because
the way
he was
that
saying
shit
like
was
she don't
sounding.
care about, because at the end he said before it cut off, like she don't care about the kids, some like other kids eating. So apparently he has other children too.
Mm-hmm.
But it was something like, yeah. So I wonder like how much, you know, like how it really affected him financially.
Yeah, but it must have affected him a lot. There still ain't no reason to not fuck with your kids, but
Facts.
Like I said, it just would have, for me, it just would have been like, you better not never call me and ask me for nothing. We ain't got shit to talk about with you calling me, asking me for nothing. Not a thing.
So the kids shouldn't be able to call you and ask you for stuff?
I say maybe little shit like,
they
I'm
can,
hungry,
but
I need to eat. But like, hey,
what?
Dad,
Hold on, wait. What? They should be able to call.
I'm saying
talk about they need to
like,
eat.
if like maybe they want like McDonald's or something, just something like every now and then. I'm not saying that the mom can't do it, but I'm just saying like
She can't if they calling me. If you with your mama, living with your mama, and you calling me talking about you hungry, can I bring you some McDonald's? What your mama doing with the money I'm sending over there?
I don't know, but at that point,
am I gonna feed my kid? Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
But
at that point,
I'm
it's
also
like
gonna be going to courts,
yeah.
like, to the court system. Like my kid calling me talking about they hungry and they with their mama, so we need to do some custody changes or something.
Okay, I just feel like
I would be on that. Like my kid shouldn't have no reason to call me about being hungry, and I'm paying and I'm giving you child support, and they at home. It ain't no way.
Ain't no fucking way. Fucking way. Alrighty. Punk.
What's up, Deuce?
Should we play the clip? I want you to get riled up again.
with the man.
Yeah.
Can we just read the text messages because?
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, you can run the clip.
Let's run the clip if we can find it. Had that, man. I'm like, Punk, you still getting the cheeks. Relax, man.
Nobody want no schedule that.
It's just do we reschedule the day?
It's just the reasoning behind it is so whack to me. Life been life. Stop talking about life. Life been happening since your ass came into the world. Life is going to continue to happen until you leave the world. And guess what? Life still gonna be going on for other people. Life is going to be here unless the end of the fucking world happen.
Sorry, I can't find it. Cool. Basically,
You can't find it.
no, y'all want to find it?
Yeah.
Cause he riled up over here. He got me rolling. Was it this one? Nah, it wasn't this one. I know you want to talk about that too. Okay, it should be popping up right here. Here it is, right here. This is the guy.
Schedule it. You're married now. Schedule the sex. It ain't your honeymoon. It ain't passion. Roll over. Right? You wake up in the morning. I ate 2 eggs. We about to do it again. You know what I'm saying? We're about to go down to the beach, but oh my God, that bikini. Pull it to the side. Right? That's all passion and
that's how Punk be.
But that passion is supposed to make way. You're supposed to go from dopamine connection to oxytocin. connection. I have my friend Jenna Mounts is a sex therapist. I cannot wait to have her on the pod. She's a beast. But she talks about the fact that when you get married, you should naturally get into this rhythm where it's no longer the roller coaster ride. Like the sex isn't just yeah, right?
Okay.
It becomes a gondola ride on an Italian canal.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah. Tim Ross? Tim Ross?
Let that finish.
Okay, sorry.
Moving down this canal, I'm exploring every inch of your body. This is just about to be a beautiful day. You're gonna have an orgasm. I'm gonna have an ejaculation.
Alright, now you can cut the shit.
Brains are going to let go of this.
Now you can cut the shit.
Bonded to each other, and then we're going to brunch.
Like two adults.
You're gonna have an orgasm. I'm gonna have an ejaculation.
This isn't a roller coaster.
Who just want to schedule sex? And then the shit he's describing is like, you supposed to be exploring every part of each other's body. I've been doing that shit before we got married. How you think the passion was created and we wanted to, like, what are you talking about? What is the difference and why is it different? Why is it changing?
I just think that sometimes it's not a lack of passion. It's not a lack
That nigga said the passion gone and it should be. No. Why?
Well, I don't agree with the passion being gone, because if there's no passion, then y'all just hunching on each other for just the sake of it.
Which is my problem with talking about scheduling sex. Because if you telling me the passion
it's
gone,
like, hey,
and
Monday at 5:00, while the kids
That's
are
scheduled,
doing
then
homework,
what is it?
we're gonna fuck. I just think it's more of like a, hey, let's just be intentional about our time together. Let's say we're gonna do it 2 or 3 times a week.
Nah, that's not scheduling.
That ain't scheduling.
That ain't what he said. That's not scheduling.
Scheduling is, your ass got to be at work from 9 to 5. You're scheduled to be at work from 9 to 5.
Between lines.
No, you see, that's the
interpret it how you want to interpret it.
No, I'm listening to what he said. I ain't interpret nothing.
Okay,
Them
well,
his
I'm
words.
Okay, well, I'm not with the schedule sex then. Okay, schedule sex.
Your job don't be
is
like,
boring.
hey, show up about 4 or 5 times this week and do
You know, around 9ish, you know.
Do you, goddammit. Just do you.
Hell
Just be
no.
here 4 or 5 times this week.
So your wife wasn't orgasming before? When y'all was just being passionate? Cause I'm confused on the shit he was saying. Like, now it's
What part are you confused with?
You're gonna have an orgasm. I'm gonna have an ejaculation. This shit been
You
going
getting
on
right, you
already.
getting
You're being too literal.
Yeah, you get
So
into
what's the difference? What's different that he's explaining there? If y'all both been orgasming and ejaculating, what's the difference? Y'all just start going to brunch? No. The only difference is this man talking about schedule the shit. Because it shouldn't be spontaneous anymore.
I don't think
Why?
I think that when, okay, say you marry, you don't have kids, like whatever, then you start having kids. Career changes. Things happen. I feel like life sometimes get in the way of.
Vee Chat.
Stop. No.
Vee Chat. How
I
many
get it.
jobs did you have when you met your husband?
Ooh. I don't know. I was a kid.
Multiple, right? Life was happening. Shit was changing. Schedules was changing. You still made time to be humping and had that passion. So telling me, oh, my job changed. So now we got to schedule sex. Stop.
I'm not saying that.
Exactly.
I'm not saying
Life
that passion change. I'm just saying that sometimes, like, I don't know. Sometimes you can maybe go like, because life is happening, things are happening, you're not in the mood, whatever. You can maybe go a week or 2 without sex, and it's not like it's because it's not in the forefront of your mind, and it's not like you're like necessarily like just ignoring your partner's needs, but you have stuff.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, because you ain't listening to me.
Go ahead. I'm listening. That's why I stopped. Because I wanted to answer something, but I don't.
But it's like I don't feel like it's like a necessary like a purpose, like a purposeful neglect. It's just like damn it. Then when you sit down, you be like, damn, like we ain't fucked in 2 weeks. Like shit. So and it's just like then like you get to it, but I don't know. I guess for me, I wasn't necessarily taking his words literally because for me, I wasn't thinking like, hey, schedule like so Tuesdays at 9 o'clock we're gonna do it. Just basically just being intentional with your time and making sure that you're having time for each other, and that includes the sex. So that's how I took it.
And you want to know why? It should stay the way it was. Because in them moments that y'all passing and shit going on, I should still feel passionate enough about your ass that when I walk past, oh, damn, you look good. Come here, let me touch on you real quick. I should still have them moments even more because if I don't, now we ain't had sex in 2 weeks.
No, but I'm saying
What?
I don't think that you can't have those moments in between what is scheduled. I don't.
So
think that
what's
you
the
just
point
say-
of scheduling it then? If you have them
That's what
moments
I'm-
and you're having sex, why are you need
That's
to
what I'm
schedule
saying. I
it?
don't think.
We scheduling it to hold ourselves accountable.
Right.
But
So
if
I
you
don't think that. Like I said, I didn't take his words literal. I just thought maybe it was just saying like just being conscious and being. What was the word I used? Intentional about the time that you guys have together. That's how I took it. So it's just like just intentional and saying like damn intentional just like, okay like we gon' just intentionally like just having sex or just the intention of having that time together. Not saying that you can't walk past your wife and be like damn you look good like let me bend your ass over real quick like not saying you can't that could be one of your passionate intentional moments. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's intentional.
No, it wasn't intentional. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's not scheduled sex. That's not. We didn't say, okay, we're gonna create this time or whatever. That's just a random. You came in the crib, whatever was going on, and I'm like, damn, I want to be able to just grab you and kiss you. And
But
if
who
it
says
leads
you
to-
can't do
you can
that
still do
either?
that.
Then if we're doing that, there's no point of scheduling it. That's what I'm saying. For me to feel like I need to schedule it, that means that shit has been lost and we're not having those moments and we're not having sex for 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
But Punk, people get to that part in their relationship. So I know you want to. I know you want to speak on.
That's my point.
Well, we're here though. We're here to help fix people relationships.
Yes,
so
and I'm
you
trying to
can't just,
tell them how.
But
Basically,
you can't just.
y'all
You
should be
can't
fucking
just.
all the time.
I did not say that.
I'm not saying all the time, like every day.
Let me talk to Punk real quick. But you can't just say like, well, here's how it should be, and here's how it should have went the whole time. We know that's not realistic. So we're talking about we're here now to where the passion. No, we're not in the honeymoon phase no more. I know you think the honeymoon phase should never end, but come on, we got to be realistic
what's
about
the honeymoon
life.
phase, and why does it stop and why does it begin and end? Because when does the honeymoon phase start?
When you first meet.
And at what point does it stop? Right after the wedding? It's people that don't get married for 5-6 years. So y'all in a honeymoon phase for 5-6 years, and then all of a sudden you get married and that stops?
No, I just think the honeymoon phase is a terminology used for like when you first meet somebody, like you're getting to know them, the excitement, just the rush. And it's just like it's something new and you're learning.
So you wasn't in no honeymoon phase when you got married then?
Absolutely fucking not. No.
So
did we have a honeymoon?
So
yeah, we didn't. But I'm saying like we were still cool. It wasn't like it wasn't bad, but we weren't in the honeymoon phase when we got together. When we decided to get married, it was like, I love you, you love me. We doing this, like I want to live my life with you. Boom, let's do it. So were we still like
at that
hunching
point
every day? Absolutely not. Hunching, sometimes we wouldn't hunch for a week or two. And it was fine because it
worked for you.
It worked. It was like fine. Like I ain't missing out. You weren't missing out, so it worked.
See, I'm gonna be missing out. So at some point, I don't know. I just don't.
So you just saying like it's unrealistic or that you couldn't go 2 weeks without sex?
I'm not saying I can't, and I'm not even saying it don't happen. What I'm saying is, at some point, it went through my mind like, dang, we ain't had sex.
Right.
Way before it got to 2 weeks. And it's like, 2 weeks is lost, and I ain't thought about having sex. What? No, that for me that don't happen.
Right, you can have a thought, but it's just like, what if you just don't have the time to do it?
I don't think if I sleep with you every night and wake up to you every morning, I'll never feel like we live in the same house. It's not I don't have time to do it. If I done created time to do everything else in life, I can create time to do that.
You are a unicorn.
No, it's people
You're a
out
magical
here like
unicorn.
this. It has to be because I mean, I don't know, whatever. I just can't imagine giving everybody else my time how they want it and need it, and then not be able to do that for my wife.
But who says that the way that she wants you, that she needs you, in that I'm just giving them in that 2 week span, is sexual? Maybe you just show up for her because whatever. Maybe you're cooking dinner. Maybe you making sure the kids get their homework done. Maybe sure
And
you didn't
she
fix
should
some
know
shit.
that I need it, and she should be doing the same thing.
But if it's not being okay,
If it's not being what?
I'm saying if you're not like making those, it's one thing if you're making those advances or
I'm
you're
go-
trying and she just shutting you down. But I'm just saying, I'm saying in a sense of where like you're not making advances and life is just life.
Ain't gonna happen. I'm going to make advances. I mean, I'm just saying I am. Like, if I see my wife walk past in some little shorts now, looking good, I'm going to I look at my wife in that way. No, not that's the only way I look at her, but yes, when we laying in bed or we just chilling in the house and you got on, if I can see your figure, I can see your curves, or you sitting here naked, whatever the case is, like, I'm going to make advances. One, I want you to know that I still see you that way. I want you to know you still sexy to me. You still beautiful to me. So I'm going to make them advances. Why do I have to stop doing that? Because life is going on.
No one said stop doing it.
Yeah,
But
you
that's
keep doing that.
That's what
in there.
we're saying happens. Like, life's going on and you just don't think about
I'm
it.
just not saying
What?
like you're not complimenting your wife, or you're not saying that, you're not saying or complimenting her, or even thinking like damn, she's still fine as hell. I'm not saying that. Just sometimes the physical act of sex just sometimes doesn't happen.
I'm making advances and I'm trying to touch on you.
Okay, you can make advances, you can touch, but just
Huh?
making advances and touching does not always lead to sex.
No, not always, but
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So it's not like necessarily saying like the passion is gone or whatever. It's just that sometimes the actual orgasming and the ejaculation doesn't happen.
But here's the thing. If I've been making advances and touching on you and all that for 2 weeks, one of us done thought about we done had to think about sex at some point. Like, I just can't see how that's happening and we don't think about it.
What you think about it when you at work? You're not there.
Then when I get home, you need to be jumping my bones. Like, what do you mean? That's like,
the thought has passed.
but did you let me know? You should have texted me. Dang, babe, I'm thinking about XYZ. Then I know when to come home. I'm on your ass. Like, what up? That's what I'm saying. I just can't see how the thought just, I don't know. I don't know. But I don't want no scheduled sex. Don't tell me on Wednesday at 9 o'clock before we go to bed we gonna get it cracking. I don't want to do that. I
So
don't
if your
want to do
wife
that.
told you today, look, babe, on Wednesday at 9:30, I want to do it. Wednesday 9:30 come around, you're not gonna do it.
This man is
I'm not
definitely
saying
gonna
that.
go
Yes,
do
I'm
it.
gonna do it. I'm just
That's
saying,
scheduled. That's
but I
scheduled,
don't.
though.
That has nothing to
He
do
just
with
don't
me.
want it that
I don't
way.
want to do that.
But he'll
Am I
take it.
gonna?
God damn
Am I
it.
gonna do what my wife needs? Absolutely. But I don't want to have to schedule. I don't want to have to schedule sex. You schedule trips and shit to have sex on. You don't schedule sex.
Schedule the trips. So, babe, we're gonna be in Jamaica from like Wednesday to Thursday. From Wednesday to like next Thursday. Be ready, baby.
No,
Every day.
you ain't gotta say be ready. It's just
But
it's like a
it's
known
implied,
thing.
right,
Exactly.
but it's scheduled.
You schedule dates. You schedule
At the end
shit
of
like
and At
that.
the end of that day, you're expecting ass.
No, not all the time.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, he is.
Y'all know I'm gonna tell y'all if I'm expecting ass. Like, no, I'm not
So
expecting.
technically, like it's scheduled sex. It's not like on the calendar, but it's scheduled sex.
I just said I don't expect it.
Vee Chat, go
y'all,
ahead, Vee Chat.
y'all create my story.
No,
I like
didn't
your
say
spin,
that.
Okay,
Vee Chat. I like your spin. I
But you
like your
just said
spin.
on this scheduled vacation, you expect to have sex.
Yes,
that's
on a
scheduled
vacation,
sex.
hell
That's
yeah.
scheduled sex.
No, it's a scheduled vacation. We going on a trip, but
That you
I'm
expect to
definitely
have sex
gonna
on.
expect.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's
Why
scheduled
wouldn't
sex.
we? You can have
Nobody
sex
said
as
that
free
you
as you
wouldn't.
can. You ain't got to worry about the kids and all that shit.
one is
You
saying
can
that
be as
you
loud
should.
as you want. You can do whatever you want without worrying
Like off
about
the balcony
somebody
and shit.
knocking on the door. You
I'm
can.
not
So
saying that
it's
you shouldn't have sex on the trip, but I'm just saying in retrospect, that's scheduled sex. It's just a little louder, maybe a little freakier than normal, but it's scheduled sex.
No, it's not. I ain't tell you in Jamaica at 7:30 on Tuesday we got sex. At 6:30 we got the boat cruise.
With a house full of kids, and it's just you and I going on vacation. It may not be said like, hey, babe, on Thursday after the excursion, we gonna fuck. In my mind, I'm already thinking like, shit, this nigga finna get this pussy. All motherfucking week, we finna do all this shit. It's still scheduled sex.
No, it's not.
It's premeditated sex. I'm sorry. It's premeditated sex.
Yes.
Scheduled.
It's premeditated, but to me, scheduled. Sex is... I don't know. I guess I premeditated
semantics.
Sex
Yeah, y'all playing semantics now. So, Punk.
What up?
What are some strategies for keeping the spark alive in a long-term relationship?
Ain't no strategy.
Since you're always in the honeymoon phase.
Ain't no strategy to it. Just keep doing what you've been doing and don't get lazy. People get lazy. When you start blaming other factors of your life, I feel like you being lazy because them other factors already been going on and it didn't stop you in the beginning. So when did you start feeling like you
didn't? So before you got married, you didn't have children. So it's not necessarily lazy, but you're taking care of this child now. So that takes a lot of your energy. That takes energy.
Who helped you create this child?
And while you're at work and I'm at home taking care of the kid, you're working. I mean, it's different.
Who helped you create the child?
You did.
You was giving me that energy, right?
That's before the kid was here.
So now, because the kid there, you got to stop giving me the energy.
I'm not saying you're not going to get any energy. That's what you're saying. What I'm saying is it might slow down.
We ain't talking about how much sex you having and all that. He asks, how do you keep... And to
the spark alive, yeah.
To me, you got to keep giving the same energy. We often feel like, I got him. I don't have to do as much to keep them. And that's a problem because you do as much to keep your job. You do as much to keep your friends. Every time they want to go somewhere, you're running out the door to go kick it with them. You make sure you at work on time every day, whenever they need you to be. But I got to take a back seat. No. You got to... That's exactly...
I don't feel like
it's some adjustments. Why do I have to make the adjustment? Why is the adjustment on me?
The adjustment is the child. This is a new person. It's a change in the relationship.
Absolutely.
It's a change in the dynamic. So
but did you change your work schedule?
Yes.
Everybody
don't.
For
10 weeks.
But when you go back to work, are you changing your work schedule?
But then it's going to be more adjustments at that point too. Not saying that the adjustment is I'm not paying any attention to you.
No, go ahead.
Not saying that.
Trying to have a podcast. Is the man the only one making the adjustments?
No, the woman is making the adjustments. Like I feel like it's on both ends, but I feel like because
I want to say this. You know what seems to kind of messed up? You take time away from your husband, right? Because you had a kid. But I'm almost sure you're not expecting your husband to take the time away from you that he was giving you because y'all had a kid. You still gonna expect that he take you on dates. You still gonna expect that he do the things that he was doing for you. But somehow he has to lose something.
And so when you say expect to have dates, expect to do the things that he was doing, are those expectations still there? Absolutely. Do I feel like they're going to be as frequent as they were? Absolutely not. And that's okay because there is a change in the dynamic. So I'm not saying that it stops. I'm not saying that the attention that you get stops. I'm not saying that what you guys did to date each other, to fall in love, to have that passion stops. I'm just saying that sometimes
it did.
The frequency changes. That's all I'm saying, that the frequency changes. That's all I'm saying. It's hard, like, you think about I'm just using because we said the baby, the toll that it takes on a woman's body to bear a child and then to get back to herself. There's a reason why
we're not talking about the 6 weeks after.
I'm not talking about the 6 weeks. I'm talking about the postpartum depression. I'm talking about the sleep deprivation. I'm talking about all of those things that come along with having a child. But you hitting
the negative stuff.
That's not negative. It's not. It's an adjustment to life. It's not.
So postpartum isn't a negative thing?
No, I don't feel like postpartum is a negative. I feel like it's something that our body...
People kill themselves going through postpartum and you don't think it's a negative?
I don't think that it... I I feel like postpartum, yes, because it's depression. So
if it wasn't a negative, it wouldn't be talked about. Like I have to go through this. Like
not everybody goes through postpartum. That's what I'm saying. Not everybody goes through it. Some people do, but I think it's just the adjustment of like you now have this whole human being that you have to take care of, protect, do all these things with. Some a responsibility that you did not have at first. That's time that you're taking away, also taking away from yourself, not just from your spouse, but away from yourself. And like I said, things are necessary. Things don't change. I feel like the frequency changes. That's me. That's how I feel. The frequency changes.
Okay. Stop being lazy.
Whoa.
It's not being like.
I'm not saying that's being lazy. I'm answering the question when he asked what he asked. Stop being lazy. Like, you still got to put time and energy into each other. And to me, I don't know. I stopped letting stuff interfere with how I operate with my wife.
And it was learned. I'm pretty sure you weren't always like that.
Right.
It was learned. So
yes, like I have to figure, because when a person tells you they're unhappy, absolutely, like you have to sit your ass down and figure out, like, listen to what they're telling you. If you telling me I don't have you don't have time for me, we don't spend time. It was times I worked multiple jobs to make sure we were straight. But at some point it's like, we don't spend time together. You not never here. Whatever. Like, I know you working, but yeah, she was getting the bare minimum from me.
I get. So what I'm saying,
and that shit ain't cool.
Not saying that it's cool, but you had to go through that to learn what you know now.
And that's why when he asked the question,
so you felt like you were, because you were working multiple jobs to provide for your family so that she did not have to work. So you felt like the neglect, not the neglects, but the fact that you didn't have all the time that you had prior to that, you felt like you were being lazy?
No, I felt like when I come in the house after I done worked 2 jobs and I feel like, oh, I just want to sit here and play the video game, I could have been giving that time to my wife. So yes, giving her time, I was being lazy. Because I still was creating time to do the things that I wanted to do, to decompress, woosah, which you should be able to do. But after that, it's like, I still needed to give her that time that I should have been giving her. I was being lazy. Because if I had the time to do other things, what the fuck is more important to me? Her or the other shit I was doing?
I get it, and that's what I said. I never negate, like, yes. That's why I said just maybe the frequency cuts down. What you doing don't stop, but maybe just it's a change in the frequency of how often it would happen. Not necessarily saying spending time, but like and dates and stuff like that. Because if you're living together, and so there should always be a moment where you should be able to, like.
But when you say dates, you can create the date in the crib.
Absolutely.
It's like you can't just. Then that's why I'm saying it's being lazy.
A date is just laying in the bed together.
It can be. Asleep. Or you make time, like, okay, I know this going on. She was doing whatever. Okay, I'm going to set up the room in this way so we can have us a little. But it's still, you can do it. And the kid in the house. It's not like you got to. To me, I just think we be being lazy as people. I was lazy as a person, too. Like,
right, but it shit happens. It was acquired. Yeah, it just didn't come to you.
All right. Hey, Punk, so you wanted to talk about Tia Mowry?
Yeah, I hope Buddy get his bread.
So what's what's going on with it?
About he want to contest the prenup.
Hold on. You talk about Tia's
her husband,
ex-husband, or are they divorced?
They ain't divorced yet. Okay, going so through the process now.
What's her husband's name?
Cory Hardrict. Hardrict, whatever. He's contesting the prenup. He's trying to get custody of the kids, and essentially he wants his bread.
What was the chatter you saw online?
Women talking about he a bum. He wasn't nothing before her. Now he need to take care of himself and step up. Like, just dragging the man. And the way I feel about it is, if he was a bum and she was taking care of him, she created a lifestyle for him. Correct?
See?
And going through divorce, you gotta continue to pay for that person to live the lifestyle you created for them. Correct?
That's how it's been shaking out lately.
So what we talking about? I want to see these women calling all these women bums that get spousal support after divorce because of the lifestyle that was created for them. Right.
I ain't calling me no bum.
Get your bread, my boy.
I guess I don't have an opinion about it because I didn't see it. So, shit, Mary J had to pay, so why shouldn't Tia?
I don't think nobody should have to pay, but if men gotta pay all the time and it ain't an issue, it shouldn't be no issue with a woman having to pay.
Yeah,
They ain't calling women bums when they ask for
See, when I
spousal
look
support.
at it, I guess I thought of like spousal support. I know it's not the same as child support, but women ask for spousal support when they have the children to help also maintain the children too.
No, that's child support.
Okay, I just look at it. I guess it's like one and the same thing. I don't know.
Why am I giving you spousal support for the kids? That's why it's called child support.
I'm not saying that the spousal support is for the children. I'm just saying just to, in addition to the child support, to help maintain the things that the children also have going on.
If I'm maintaining the things the kids got going on, that's part of child support.
So what I'm saying is like
paying child support?
What I'm saying, if the child support doesn't cover is what I'm saying. Doesn't cover.
It's only supposed to cover half of it because it's two parents. So what do you mean?
Oh, I don't know how child support works.
That when you go for child support, you supposed to be paying for half of what the kids
Half of the
supposed
lifestyle.
to get. Yeah, like so if I'm paying you $5,000 a month, it's assumed that you got $5,000 a month for this kid too. So really, $10,000 a month should be getting spent on this kid.
Okay.
Cause it's supposed to be half, right?
I don't know how child support works, but I guess yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Get your bread, my boy.
Gotta pay up.
I don't know if she gonna have to. And I really don't care if she do or not. But
You all for it.
I'm all for equality.
You just
know
all for
how
it.
I'm all for equality.
You
so.
for equality
No, you're
definitely
not, but
when
you
it's
just
really
said
petty.
two people be in the bed together. That's not equality.
What?
You were just saying that with the poly, the two guys could be in the bed together. That's not equality.
I said for me. What somebody else got going on in their household ain't got nothing to do with me. And what is equality about that?
If a man could do it, a woman should be able to do it too. If a man can be poly and have two females, why can't a woman do that?
I didn't say she couldn't. I just said I ain't doing it.
Okay.
If she want to feel like that, she can feel like that. And for the record, I never said nothing about poly, and that it should happen.
You are the poly
Did just try to slide that in there.
No,
Like I was like, yeah, I never said
We
that.
were talking about
Hands.
the Gabrielle thing. We didn't say
I
it.
said I'm assuming dude wouldn't have been okay with a poly.
Oh, okay, my bad. Okay.
I
My
didn't
bad.
say nothing about.
My bad.
Hey, don't be trying to.
But you did say two men could be in the bed together.
Absolutely not. Not for me. Not even running a train. We need to be a tag team hand slap away.
You a dumbass.
Tag
Hey,
team
your turn.
back again.
Great, tag again.
Oh shit.
Episode 65.
Stop being lazy, people.
Run up them comments, y'all. Run up the YouTube. Run up the TikTok. I'm gonna start making them clips short on TikTok. We're gonna force y'all to go to the YouTube. And any last words?
I too agree with Punk. Stop being lazy.
That's it.
Okay.
Just don't be lazy in your relationship, man.
Don't be lazy in your relationship. Don't be
Don't
lazy.
have other
in your
responsibilities.
relationship.
I never said that.
It's kind of what it boils down to. But okay. I got you, baby.
Shout out to the people that fuck with us every week.
Real talk.
We fucks with y'all. Peace
Real talk.
out.
Bye.